We'll move on then to another film, one that was at the Tyneside this week. It's been a bit of a phenomenon. In Japan, it's broken numerous records. I think it was at the top for a record number of time. It's massive, and it's selling out here in the Tyneside. I think pretty much every day it's been on. They keep putting it on more and more because of the demand. This is Your Name. What's it all about, Ryan?
Right, well, Your Name it broke a lot of records, didn't it? And,
yes, it
did. So in this film, essentially, it's quite a complex plot. There's
we
quite a
haven't
lot
got
going
of
on.
time, unfortunately.
Yeah, but to narrow it down to its bare bones, it's two high school kids who've never ever met before, and one chance night they end up switching souls and switching bodies.
Yeah.
And there's one boy who's he's from the city. He's very much a city boy called Taki, and a country girl called Mitsuha, her only dream is to go to Tokyo, and they very much want to switch lifestyles, and they keep waking up in the bodies, and they leave each other notes and sort of clues, and they write on each other to say like sort of who are you and what's going on, and try to figure out this mystery themselves. And that's the bones of the story. They have to figure out what happens, and there's a mystery going on in all of that as well. So it's a very complex story, but it's very well told, and I think
it's incredibly well told.
The more that I think about it, the more I'm liking it, because it's extremely visually distinctive, as you would expect. There's a lot going on. It's got a great soundtrack, and it's just a really emotional story. It gets you.
It's different from the Studio Ghibli stuff. Ghibli, wibbly wobbly. It's more of like a sort of younger, like young adult audience. Isn't like sort of that. It's not that same sort of like heritage of Ghibli. It's more like, I don't know, that's what it is. It's the successor, like a teen sort of story. So it's got that sort of very poppy soundtrack. It's got this very heavily, I don't know, like it's not really romantic, but these two people are definitely like have a sort of romantic nature to their friendship, even though they don't really know each other. And there's so much stuff in the film that happens that we can't even really talk about because it's so shocking and surprising, isn't it? Like I didn't expect anything that happened in the end. I mean, I still don't know for sure if I kept up with every single twist, but it's interesting, and I like that it's brave in its storytelling to have the guts to kind of to throw so many different tones as well. It can be all funny, but then very quickly switch to being incredibly dark. It
can switch tones a lot. Yeah,
but it's very well told. I think even more visually stunning than a lot of the Miyazaki films that I've seen. There's some really great sequences of I won't say why he's there, but he has to go to like this sort of big crater kind of scene that's been something's happened to it.
Well,
you have these like beams going across because what's the thing?
Well, the event is that it's sort of like a once in a lifetime passing comet.
Yeah, it's
like
a comet,
once in every few years or something.
The way they make that look in the sky, sort of the colours and the
so visually distinctive.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And this is in a year where it's been an incredible year for visually distinctive animated films.
I
from Kubo and its stop motion, we had that incredible animation in Zootopia. The Piper short before Finding Dory as well, which is photorealistic. It's frightening how much is being done now. I think animation to tell stories is something that's never going to get any worse, and I think this is a worthy successor for the sort of the Ghibli legacy.
Makoto Shinkai has been sort of labelled in Miyazaki, so if you can do that,
I think on basis of seeing this one film, I wouldn't argue.
No.